Hey all, my name is Crystal Maier, and I'm the Curatorial Associate for Entomology at the Museum of Comparative Zoology at Harvard University. For the past year, I've been involved with a group of entomology collections professionals assembling a new resource for digitization called BugFlow. This all started in 2020 when Deb Paul contacted me and said, hey, you know those digitization modules that iDigBio assembled that lay out guidelines for building a digitization workflow? We should update those and build a site where people can share their workflows. I was a little embarrassed because I actually had no idea what she was talking about, and I consider myself heavily involved with the insect collections and digitization and had never used these to develop any of my workflows, nor had anybody previously told me about them. Clearly, there was a need not only to update these modules, but also to make sure that there would be an investment from the entomology collections community. Each institution has lots of workflows and SOPs for digitization projects, which are often customized to meet their needs and to work with their database software. Staff from these institutions are usually quite supportive and willing to share these workflows to other institutions who may just be starting out. It's often hard to know who's working on a digitization task and how to contact them, and so this is a problem. And things are still changing really rapidly in the digitization community. New collections are still joining that may not have had the resources that are available for larger institutions, and new techniques are being applied to entomology collections all the time. Why should each collection reinvent the wheel when other collections may have perfected a particular task? We need a searchable, updatable clearinghouse for these workflows and resources for building new ones that can be adapted to individual collection needs. So we set to work, assembling a team of organizers from collections across the world at varying levels, from students to seasoned collections professionals. We recruited at a talk at ECN in 2020 and received even broader participation. This is really a team effort, and all of our members have contributed to the discussion on standards, workflows, controlled vocabularies, and filling in the modules based on their expertise. And now there's even 2 pages of contributors, which is really cool, and we're hoping to add you with this webinar. So this is BugFlow. It exists on GitHub. And why use GitHub? It's collaborative. It allows for version control and issue tracking. Markdown language has a really low barrier to entry. It provides a permanent repository. It allows for tagging and keywords, and it has some really nice project management tools. In all, I think we captured the tasks that we do in entomology collections really well and really noticed where gaps exist. Maybe these are future directions for entomology digitization. In the end, we wound up with 5 super modules focusing on similar project types, so pre-digitization, label transcription, imaging, and the extended specimen sort of value-added projects to add to specimens. We also recognized that an important key to success with digitization projects is project management, so we added a project management supermodule. These were broken down further, since workflows may be different for ethanol preserved specimens versus pin specimens versus slides. Each of these modules was broken down into individual tasks. Each task had an explanation, a clear definition, and links to resources and essential supplies. You can think of this as sort of a roadmap for developing a new workflow. The modules ensured that someone developing a new workflow would not skip an essential task or omit recording some crucial piece of metadata. Another added improvement that we've made is we've added a few more sections, so essential training, metrics, costing, reporting, outreach opportunities, and then one thing that I think is really cool, links to exemplar workflows. So we actually have this workflow repository that's associated with each of the modules. And I think that beyond the modules, this stands to be the most valuable part of this initiative and your chance to participate in a meaningful way. You too can share workflows that you've developed or explore workflows that people have already deposited. So here's the workflow repository. This is a workflow creator template. You can see that it has slots for workflow title, who authored the workflow, and then some other metadata that you wouldn't normally expect. It has version control, when it was created, when it was last updated, keywords to help link it to other modules. And if you're new to digitization, exploring the workflows in the workflow repository is a really great way to explore what people have already done. So with that, I hope this really quick introduction was enough to get you exploring the resources available. Lots of collections have now updated resources, and if you're just in the early stages of digitizing your collection, it's a great thing to explore. So thanks a lot.